Hi, I am Dr. Sai Prasad Reddy. Welcome to Software Testing Tutorial. In this session, we are going to discuss about the topic when to stop testing. That means at what point of time or at what condition the software testing team has to stop the testing activities on the project. This is the topic. And we are going to discuss about the interview questions as well as multiple choice questions. Now, so what are the interview questions regarding this topic? The first, when to stop testing. See, when this predominantly, this question will be asked for the experienced people, those who are claiming the experience up to 3 years or 4 years. So for the experienced people, these questions will be asked in the interview. Right? Even for freshers also, sometimes it depends. Sometimes for freshers also they will ask the question, but being a fresher, you should have that knowledge, and you should know when to stop testing, right? Yeah. So when to stop testing, or what is the criteria to stop testing? Here the criteria means conditions. Conditions. That means at what conditions the testing team has to stop testing activities. Or in interview they may ask you, when should you stop testing? Right? Because see, if you are a software test engineer, then when you have to stop testing. Like this they may ask you in interview. Right? So again I am repeating, predominantly this question will be asked for the experienced people, those who are claiming the experience, minimum 3 to 4 years of experience. And as well as for freshers also, sometimes, rarely they will ask this question, but being a fresher, you should know the concept when to stop testing. Fine? Now, see, now we'll discuss about this points in this topic. Now, testing is maybe endless. That means there is no end for testing. So, software testing team, if they have the time of years, they will keep on doing testing, years together, years together, years together, but which is not possible practically. Why? Because you have to deliver the software to the client within the stipulated time. As per this project guidelines, you have to deliver this particular software to the client. You are not supposed to do testing for years together, right? So this testing is maybe endless, and when to stop testing or how much testing is enough. So this is a little bit very hard question, and it is a little bit difficult to define when to stop testing, because, but of course we can determine and we can define how much testing is enough or when to stop testing, right? And the testing team cannot test all these defects are found and removed as software need to be delivered. See, if the software testing team is keep on doing testing, they will keep on finding the defects, right? So, but the same testing team cannot test the application which is under testing till all the defects are found, because to find all the defects, it may be a major defects, or it may be a medium defects, or it may be a minor defects, or it may be a cosmetic defects, right? So the testing team cannot test till all the defects are found and removed, because that software has to be delivered to the client. You are not supposed to take much time. You are not supposed to take years of time for testing. Clear? Here there is one rule that is called the optimistic stopping rule. What it means? So what this optimistic stopping rule contains? What this optimistic stopping rule defines the criteria. See, optimistic stopping rule says that when either reliability meets the requirement, then you can stop testing. That means we have already discussed about the topic reliability, right? Those who have not followed this session on the reliability, just you can check in my playlist and you can go through this reliability topic, right? So when either reliability meets the requirement or the benefit from the continuing testing cannot justify the testing cost. In this criteria, you have to stop testing. That means what it means. See, the benefit from the continuing testing cannot justify the testing cost. Because, see, in the first month, in second month, in third month or in fourth month, so the software testing team will do the effectively and they will find more number of defects, right? And if we keep on doing the testing continuously for years together, so that the testing cost cannot be justified, right? So, under this criteria, you can stop testing. This is called optimistic stopping rule. That means the optimistic stopping rule is to stop testing when either reliability meets the requirement or the benefit from continuing testing cannot justify the testing cost. If you keep on doing testing for years together, the testing cost cannot be justified. It is a waste of effort, waste of budget, waste of time of testing. That is called the testing cost. So this testing cost cannot be justified. Under these conditions, you have to stop testing. And the next criteria, when the test completion criteria have been met, then you can stop testing. What do you mean with the test completion criteria? This is a test completion criteria that will be defined in your test plan documentation. I repeat, test completion criteria. Criteria means is nothing but the conditions. That is a test completion condition. Okay. So this test completion criteria will be defined in test plan documentation. So if this particular test completion criteria is satisfied, then you can stop testing. And last but not least is, it depends on the risk for the system being tested. So this topic about the risk-based testing and also we have discussed, and those who have not followed my sessions on this risk criteria, just you can go through that video session, right? So again, when to stop testing means, or how much testing is enough means, it depends on the risk factor of that particular system, of that particular project that is being tested, right? So the last 3 points, the least 3 points are the answer for the question when to stop testing, right? So this is a very important topic. For experienced people, definitely 100% you will get the question in the interview, right? So the last 3 points are the answers for this question, when to stop testing or when you should stop testing, or what is the criteria, what are the conditions for stopping testing by the testing team, right? Clear? Yeah. Next. So these are the multiple choice questions on this topic, and these questions will help you more in understanding the subject, in analyzing the subject, and then you can get command by going through this particular multiple choice questions. These multiple choice questions you will get in the technical screening test also, because so many companies nowadays, they are conducting technical screening test. That means the test that will be conducted on the testing subject. Based on the marks which you got in that particular technical screening test, you will be shortlisted for the face-to-face interview. See, for those technical screening tests, as well as all the competitive exams and even ISTQB certification exam also, all these questions will be covered. These are very important questions, right? Now see, we will see the questions. When should you stop testing? Options. When time for testing has run out, when all planned tests have been run, when the test completion criteria have been met, and when no faults have been found by the tests run. Which is the correct option? See, when time for testing has run out, there is no meaning, because if you simply complete the time which is allotted for testing, there you cannot do that, there you cannot stop the testing, because you cannot expect the quality of testing. If and only if you do the efficient testing and the effective testing within this time, then that is a meaningful, right? Next, when all planned tests have been run. So, if you complete all the planned tests only, you cannot give the guarantee of the quality of the product. And now, what is the question? When should you stop testing? That is a question. When the test completion criteria have been met. Yes, this is one of the criteria to stop testing. When the test completion criteria have been satisfied, when the test completion criteria have been met, then only you have to stop testing. When no faults have been found by the test run, that is entirely opposite. Because testing activities will not say that there are no faults. Right? So, option C is the correct option. Right. Next question. When should testing be stopped? This is the same question with the different options in order to understand that concept of the subject, of the topic. When all the planned tests have been run, when time has run out, when all faults have been fixed correctly, it depends on the risk for the system being tested. Right? So in the previous question number 1, whatever the options that are there, here also the same options, some of the options, 1 or 2 options have been repeated. But the rest of the options are different. Right? Now see, what is the criteria? One of the criteria to stop the testing? It depends upon the risk for the system that is being tested. Yes or no? So when should you stop testing? When all the planned tests have been run, when time has run out, when all the faults have been fixed correctly. It depends on the risks for the system being tested. Yeah. Which is the correct option? Option D is the correct one. Because this is one of the criteria. This is one of the conditions to stop testing. The next. When to stop testing? Yeah. When all the quality goals defined at the start of the project have been met. When running the short of time. When all the test cases are executed. All of the above. Which is the correct one? Just you think. Which is the correct option? When running short of time, no, it's not the criteria. When all the test cases are executed, this is not also criteria. Because if you are going to execute the test cases, what is the use? If and only if you do the effective testing and the efficient testing, then only it will helpful. And what is option A? When all quality goals defined at the start of the project have been met. Yes, this is the correct option. Because at the starting of the project, while discussions while with the agreement between the client and the vendor, so they will define the quality goals for this entire project. If and only if these quality goals are met, if and only if these quality goals are satisfied, then only you have to stop testing. Clear? So I am repeatedly using the word effective testing and efficient testing. So this is very important topic which I have already covered this topic. Those who have not followed this effective testing and efficient testing video learning session, just you can go through that playlist and you can see that video, right? Yeah. So when all the quality goals defined at the start of the project have been met, that means when all the quality goals are satisfied, which are defined at the starting of the project itself, then the testing team can stop testing. Right? This is a very, very, very important topic, and predominantly in the majority cases, for the experienced people, they will get the questions in the interview. Fine? Yeah. So option A is the correct one. Next. Yeah. Please subscribe my channel, like my video sessions. Please share my video sessions to all the students in the students community, those who are searching for the job in the IT industry. And please raise your comments in the comment box. Right? Thank you.